Good morning, yogis, and welcome to the 9:30 a.m. live streaming Vinyasa yoga class. My name is Chris. I think all of you know me already, and it's my pleasure to take you through this class. We'll start with a little bit of breathing. So if you take a moment to come to a comfortable seated position. The reason we always do this breathing at the beginning is it gives you the opportunity to transition out of your thoughts and into your practice by focusing on one thing. Your journey is the same, but you're just changing your perspective to make it simpler for you so that you can settle. So let go of your day and allow your awareness to be drawn into the slipstream of air going through your nose and into your lungs. And just be aware of whether or not you're breathing little short, shallow breaths off the top of your chest. This is normal in everyday life. But I'd like you to change that by deepening your breath down through your lungs and deeper into your belly. It's called belly breathing. It's actually diaphragmatic breathing. And we'll use this consciousness, this conscious awareness of drawing the breath through the nose and down into the lungs, and just do a couple of 4/4 counts, warming up for our Ujjayi breath. Now, you'll remember Ujjayi is really formed when we use this whisper sound. It calms the nervous system and it distracts the minds from our other thoughts, brings us into the present moment. So breathe normally and allow your lungs to empty, and we'll inhale together for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more times together, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you close your eyes, exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Cultivating nose breathing where you can. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time together. Inhaling through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Continue to breathe with a natural cadence and conscious awareness of what's going on with your breath. We'll move through the practice. There can be distractions from thoughts, but you can bring your awareness to your breath so that you can witness your own journey with one perception. It's a little bit like floating down a long river. If you imagine the river, you know, could be the Thames. There are lots of distractions on the side. But if you focus on just the Shard as you go past London Bridge and simply notice everything passing you on that same journey, you'll alter your perception and get a little deeper into your own journey. It's just a way of changing how you see things. Let's start by coming through the 3 planes of movement. If you come into an all-fours position and push down through the palms of your hands, you'll notice I still modify onto my fists. That's because of my wrist surgery. Allow the weight to sit between your hips and your knees to be hips distance apart. Feel the cadence of your breath, and then inhale to drop your belly and raise your chin towards the sky. So you're doing a little back bend here, and then exhale, press your spine, arch it towards the sky to draw your chin towards your chest. You're doing a forward fold. Inhale, cow pose, drops the belly, raises the chin. Exhale, cat pose. Arches the spine, draws the chin in towards the chest. And take a few of these in your own time. Use your breath to consciously move your body. So your focus is on your breath, but the movement is still continuous. Good. Opening up through the full range of movement, moving backwards and forwards through your sagittal plane. One more breath, maybe a little bit of looseness through your hips and shoulders. Good. And then come back to your all-fours position. We'll come to gate pose to open up through the frontal plane. So step your right leg nice and wide and come up onto your left knee. Place your right hand on your right thigh. Think frontal plane. So think plane of glass in front of you, pane of glass behind you. And as you inhale, lift your left elbow up and over your left shoulder and get a really nice stretch through the left side of your body as you lean over towards the right. Try not to drop into the sagittal plane, Remember those two planes of glass in front of you and behind you to keep you on track. Frontal plane opening through the side of the spine and opening out through the left rib cage, getting ready for postures like reverse warrior and triangle pose. Good, and then softly float your left hand all the way down to the ground and reach your right hand up towards the sky, supported side plank, and maybe lift your right foot off the ground and warm up through your joints. So just rotate through your right ankle and through your right wrist, maybe 2 or 3 times in each direction as you notice your breath flowing through your nose, preferably. Nice, and then softly float your right foot back down onto the ground and walk your left hand out in front of you. Push down through your left palm and reach up through your right fingertips and open up through your heart space. Fill your lungs as you exhale. Rotate your right arm and shoulder down towards the ground, coming all the way through your transverse plane, the third plane of movement. Rotate around your neutral spine and use this to open up through your inner right thigh. Pressing your right foot down onto the ground and softening your right shoulder onto the floor. Let the breath leave your body. And then inhale to float your right hand all the way back up again. Good, reach your fingertips a little taller and we'll swap to the other side. So bring your right hand down to the ground for a moment, switch legs, right knee, left foot to the side, come on up, left hand on your left thigh, breathe your right hand up and over through the frontal plane, getting a really nice stretch to open up through your right ribs, your right thigh, right hip, and curl your spine over to the left as you compress down through your descending colon. So you're manipulating all the internal organs, giving them some movement, and then massaging them as you breathe diaphragmatically. So that means you draw your belly out as you breathe in, contracting your diaphragm down. This moves the internal organs around, shifts them. Good, and then gently float your right hand down to the ground. We're coming to side plank on the opposite side. Float your left foot to the sky, your left hand to the sky, and go ahead and just wind the ankle and the wrist around a few times in each direction. Nice and strong through your left leg. Don't be too relaxed or activating through the body. Nice. And then float your left foot down onto the ground and walk your right hand out in front of you. Press your left fingertips tall towards the ceiling. Maybe you can energetically touch the ceiling as you open up through your left thigh. Push down through your right hand, no rush here. Then exhale, sweep your left hand all the way around as you rotate through your transverse plane around your neutral spine until your left shoulder moves towards the floor and maybe even touches it. And you get a nice stretch through the inner left thigh as you push your left foot down and melt your left shoulder a little closer to the earth, turning through your neutral spine, reminding your spine of its range. Good, gently inhale your left hand all the way back up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring your hand all the way towards the ground. And we'll step forward into pyramid pose. So just step your right foot forward and come into pyramid pose, and we'll open up through the hips dynamically with the breath. So in pyramid pose, both your legs should be pretty much straight, but please try not to lock the knees. If you need to bend your knees a lot, don't worry. Modify wherever you need to. Always be compassionate with your body. I've done a few Zoom classes myself and realized how easy it is to get carried away with the teacher and overstress the body. It really isn't worth it. Listen to the voice inside your body and stay within your comfort range. Don't push too hard and learn the balance of never giving up too soon. Good, with all that in mind, inhale to soften your left knee to the floor and press your heart forwards. We're not going to raise the arms just yet. We're just going to open up through the hips. Exhale, straighten through both legs. Good, off lock on the knees, then inhale, drop that left knee, come forward into your long lunge, reach your heart energy forward through your chest. Exhale, straighten through both legs. Good, one more time to drop the left knee and really open up through the hips as you press your heart forward. Exhale, straighten through both legs, and this time we'll twist to the left edge of the mat and come into a wide-legged forward fold. Reach your hands down to your knees, calves, ankles, or beyond the feet. Draw the crown of your head down, not the forehead, the crown of your head down. And feel the stretch expanding through the back of your hamstrings, calves, your Achilles, and the inner thighs too. Later on, we'll be coming into goddess pose and squatting pose, and we'll need this openness. Good. One more long breath in. And as you exhale, rotate back towards the front of the mat. So right foot's in front, you're in pyramid pose, and just step your left foot to the top of the mat and switch. So bring your right foot to the back of the mat, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So settle into your pyramid pose. If you want to come a little deeper, you can float your left toes off the floor and your left shoulder towards your left knee. And then allow the breath to leave your body. And as you inhale, drop your right knee to the forward and press your heart through the rib cage and lift your energy high. Arms can stay on the floor for now. Let's focus on the hips. Then exhale back into your pyramid pose. Big stretches through the hamstrings. Nice. Softly inhale, drop your right knee to the floor and press your heart forward and up energetically. It's almost like you can witness your own energy. And then exhale, straighten through both legs, pyramid pose. Good. One more time. Drop your right knee onto the floor as you breathe in and lift the chest energy forwards. Exhale, lift your hips. From pyramid pose, rotate to the right edge of your mat. Come back into a wide-legged forward fold and interlace your fingers behind your back. As comfortably as you can, raise your hands up and over your head and introduce a stretch beyond the Achilles, the calves, the hamstrings, and the inner thighs, and into the chest and anterior deltoids. Good. We'll need this for upward facing dog later on. Nice long breath comes in. The exhale softens and lengthens through the whole of the body. Good. Then gently release the hands, come back to the front of the mat. Step forward into a forward fold. And if you like, you can grab a hold of opposite elbows. I recommend that you bend your knees a little so you can stretch through your low back. If you've got massive range and you want to straighten your knees and stretch the hamstrings as well, that's fine. Up to you. Maybe it feels good to stand still. Maybe you'd like to swish left and right. And if you feel like swishing left and right, you should notice a gentle stretch through the lower core muscles. Base of the spine. Releasing through those muscles that get tight. When we get old, those muscles, if they keep tightening up, are the ones that make us hurt when we stand. Oh, that hurts. We keep them nice and loose, and standing up from the sofa after 2 hours of watching Netflix isn't such a challenge. Good. We'll come into sun salutation A. So I'd like you to bend your knees and breathe out. And then inhale, release your hands and sweep both hands all the way up towards the sky. Reach your palms, watch your palms as they touch. Lift your hands as you inhale and fill your lungs. And then exhale, bring your hands into your heart center and feel Tadasana, that's mountain pose, emerge over the whole of your body as the soles of your feet press down into the earth. You can feel that connection, can't you? Big toes touch slightly. Kneecaps lift slightly. Belly draws in and up slightly as you switch on Uddiyana Bandha. Broaden through your shoulders. Lift through the crown of your head. Where you are right now is part of your journey. Your perception as you move through your life is created by your awareness. So be careful what you place your awareness on. Be careful if your awareness is drawn by the monkey mind. Maybe as you move through your life, you can choose to focus on one thing at a time. Maybe even meditate on one thing at a time. As you move through the river of your life, things will change. You can simplify and deepen your awareness by focusing on one thing at a time. Let's come into our sun salutation A before we practice for balance. Inhale, both hands up towards the sky. And exhale to bow towards the earth. Feel the balance in the soles of your feet. And then inhale, take your halfway lift. This one, place your hands on your shins. Reach through the crown of your neck. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, press your hands onto the floor and step back. Modify this first one, knees to the earth. Inhale, strong through your shoulders. Exhale, chest to the earth. Press tops of feet, so you're lying on the ground, Sarah. Press tops of feet down, press hips into the ground. And then inhale to lift your chest, baby cobra. And float your hands off the ground so you know you're using your spinal muscles to lift. Nice modification there, Paul. Nice to see the three of you practicing today. Beautiful. Nice. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips all the way, downward facing dog. Give your knees a little bend as you shift weight through your hips, and inhale your heels a little higher towards the sky, and exhale, drop your heels a little closer to the earth. Broaden through your palms, your yogi hands expanding. First and second knuckles pushing deeper into the earth. Neck is super soft. Drishti between the feet. Your gaze just beyond your ankles. Staring into that beautiful garden, Caroline. Neck is soft. Breath is long. One more long breath all the way in. Good, no rush. As you exhale, bend your knees, look to your hands, and gently walk towards the top of your mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift. You can place your hands on your shins for positioning, or allow your arms to dangle forward as long as you weave your shoulder blades together. Yes, Caroline. Awesome. By the way, there are two Carolines in the room. As you exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, reach for the heavens and watch your palms as you sweep wide. Press your palms together. Exhale your hands into your heart center. We'll come through 3 times more. Once more with me, twice more, a little bit more flowy. This time I'll come into the teaching points. The next 2 times I want you to just feel your breath as you travel through the river of your practice, focusing on your breath, just like the shard on the side of the Thames. Inhale, both hands towards the sky. Your breath counts, right? Exhale, forward fold. Feel the flow, like moving through a river. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Find your balance. Exhale, step back, high plank. You can modify knees to the earth. Or exhale down to low plank. You can modify to the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog. Yes, Caroline. You can modify baby cobra, but lift your heart and reach through the crown of your head. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifts your hips up. As you draw your chest towards your thighs and send your gaze between your ankles. And feel the power of your breath moving in through both of your nostrils as you float your heels up, and exiting through both of your nostrils as you soften your heels down. One more full breath all the way in, massage the internal organs. Then exhale, bend your knees, lift your hands, and lightly step towards the top of the mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift, spiritual deadlift. You can feel the strength gathering in your hamstrings. Exhale, forward fold, release your low back. Inhale, sweep both hands all the way up towards the heavens. Press your palms and exhale your hands into your heart center. We've got 2 more like this. A little bit more flowy this time. Surya Namaskar, Akka. Inhale, both hands, mini back bend as you do so. Palms press, exhale, forward fold all the way towards Mother Earth. Inhale, take that powerful halfway lift. And then exhale, Yogi's Choice, Chaturanga Dandasana, high plank to low plank, or modify to the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog, or modify baby cobra. Stay active through the crown of your head. Exhale, lift your hips. Beautiful breath flushes through your body, removing the toxins. The inhale brings new life to every cell in your body. Awesome. One more big breath all the way in through the nose. Exhale to gently bend the knees, look towards the hands and step towards the front of the mat on empty. Inhale, take your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, not so fast, Caroline. Inhale, one breath, lift the hands, lift the heart, press the palms straight back in. Exhale, dive to your forward fold, worshipping Mother Earth. Inhale, take a halfway lift, strong through your spine. Exhale, press your hands, yogi's choice, one breath, chaturanga, dandasana, or modify where you need to. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog to lift through the crown of your head. Exhale, lift your hips to the heavens, downward facing dog. 3 long, smooth, conscious breaths all the way through your body. Fingertips, shoulders, hips, knees and heels, fully refreshed. One more full breath in through the nose. Feel the pressure through both nostrils as you fill the lungs. As you exhale, soften your knees, look towards your hands, and lightly step where you can fly to the top of the mat. Good, Kirsty. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Strong, powerful, back. Gaze to the top of the mat, Caroline. Lift through the crown of the head. Fill your lungs. Exhale, forward fold, soften your back. Inhale, both hands towards the sky. Lift your heart energy as well as your arms. Press your palms and exhale your hands into your heart center. Samastitihi. Beautiful. Feel the connection that you have with the earth. No matter what your thoughts may try and do, send your awareness through your body, through the soles of your feet, and notice how much of the sole of both of your feet is pressing into the ground. Your right foot pushes a little deeper. Your left foot pushes a little deeper. As we set up to practice for proprioception and balance in our yoga, I'd like you to gently shift your weight from your right to your left foot. Shouldn't be any change in your body, not really, until you now lift your right foot about a millimeter or 2 off the floor. You can see a gentle leaning to the left in your body. And then exhale, draw your right knee as high as your navel. Notice Tadasana working for you. So don't rush to the next part of the pose. Push down through all 4 corners of your left foot and lift your left kneecap so you're strong through that left leg. The supporting leg is ignited. Good. Then draw your belly in and up, engage Uddiyana Bandha, and broaden through your shoulders. Nice. And lift through the crown of your head and feel the energy pressing through the 4 corners of the right foot as well. Then place your left hand on the outside of your right knee and reach your right hand straight out in front of you like you're shaking someone's hand. And then use your breath to move your right hand all the way around through a semicircle until you press your right fingertips towards the back of the room and press your right knee towards the front of the room. Lift up through the crown of your head and open through the transverse plane as you trigger through your proprioception. So you're strong through your left calf. All those stabilizer muscles working to keep you upright. Tadasana working to energize your body. One more breath in as those right fingertips reach back. Good. Then draw your right hand all the way back towards the front of the room, facing towards the front, and bring your hands into prayer just inside your right knee. Your right knee still as high as your navel. You can always hold onto a wall if you wish to modify. Press into the inner right knee with your right hand, and then inhale to float your hands wide, pushing your right knee out to the side. You're still pushing down through your left leg, right? Strong. Still lifting up through the crown of your head. Nothing's relaxed or crumbling forward. You're strong through your pose. Teaching your body to balance. And by the way, if you waver or your right foot touches the ground or you need to hold on to something, that's really good. This is all part of the lesson. Don't deny it. Don't fight it. Remember, never try too hard. Gently draw your right knee back into the middle and draw your right knee up towards your right shoulder and get a hold of your right shin or your right foot and see if you can encourage your right heel towards your belly button. Strong through your shoulders as you push down through your left foot and reach up through the crown of your head. Good. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, slowly release your right foot and let it float down softly, slowly no catapulting, down onto the ground. You're still taking all your weight through your left foot until finally the right foot arrives to help. Have a little shift of weight, just rebalance and stretch your legs a little, and we'll do the other side. So push down through your right foot and lift your left heel 1 inch off the floor, 1 millimeter off the floor, whatever it takes. Good. Pushing down through your right foot, raise your left knee until it's in line with your navel. Good. You'll find your breath is your friend in this pose. As you reach the crown of your head tall and push down through all 4 corners of both feet. Energetically through the left, physically through the right. Then place your right hand on the outside of your left knee and reach your left hand forward. Open up through your yogi fingers. Stabilize the muscles in the right calf firing up now to keep you upright. Then inhale to sweep your left hand all the way through 180 degrees, opening up through your heart space and rotating around your neutral spine. So you're long through the right leg and the crown of the head, and your spine extends. You press through the left palm towards the back of the room and through the right palm towards the front of the room. Left knee forward, left hand back. 1 more breath in. We're not here for long. Then gently sweep that left hand all the way around. Try not to cheat, cut any corners. I'm not watching, but you are. Place your hands in prayer on the inside of your left knee and build a little pressure between the inside of your left knee and the outside of your left hand. Then inhale to broaden both hands wide and send that left knee super wide. You're opening up through your inner thighs. Good. Still strong through that right leg. Notice any signals your body sends you and interpret all of them as a valuable lesson. Never fight anything from your body. Good. Then gently draw your left knee back in and up towards your left shoulder until you can get a hold of your left shin or your left foot and draw your left heel towards your belly button. Try and lift through the crown of your head, strong through your shoulders. Nice. Feeling kind of comfortable up there. This makes all of the standing poses a little easier because you've triggered your proprioceptor muscles in your right calf. Nice. Remembering when we let go of this, don't let the foot catapult towards the ground. Just let go of your foot and softly bring the foot back down to the ground. You're still working through proprioception. Nice. Gently allow that left foot to press onto the ground and then shift your weight a little bit so you're comfortable. Inhale, both hands towards the sky. Exhale, both hands into your heart center. We'll come into a little flow before we come to standing poses. But the flow will include some standing poses. Good, so step to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Flow with your breath. So I'll be calling some poses. It's almost important to slightly ignore what I'm saying and listen to your body. Imagine your journey down that river. What are the distractions and how can you conquer those with your perception resting on one point? Is that one point your breath? Or is it a multitude of other things? Good. Inhale, both hands towards the sky. We're going to start with Utkatasana. So get ready to push your weight through both your feet and exhale to bend your knees and drop your hips towards the ground as if about to sit onto a chair. Utkatasana chair pose, yeah? And your shoulders, if they're tense, melt them from your ears. Your palms can broaden and your gaze can lift. It's almost as if you're watching your heart energy elevate between your lifted hands. Good. Some of us have a tendency to overbend the elbows in this pose. See if you can straighten them slightly. Take a breath in, then exhale. Bring your hands into your heart center. And exhale, rotate your left elbow. So revolving chair pose to the right. So left elbow presses into right knee. At the same time, see if you can lift your right knee up into your left elbow. And use this to draw your right shoulder back. Yeah, bring your hands towards the center of your heart, not your right shoulder. Good, so you're twisting around your transverse plane, strong through the legs and the glutes. We're about to leave this pose and come into revolving crescent lunge. So press your weight down through your right foot And gently step your left foot towards the back of the mat, straight into your revolving crescent lunge. Now, you're more than welcome to keep your palms pressed together, or if it's in your practice, you can broaden through your hands, left hand to the ground, right hand to the sky. For one more breath in, as you consciously lift your left hip. Breathe all the way out. And as you inhale, come into a crescent lunge. So full crescent lunge. Try not to come up in your stance. So keep your hips low and lift your fingers high. Feel your breath. The next pose we're coming to is Warrior Two, to take away the mystery. Feel your breath and sit a little lower. And then actively draw your feet towards the midline. This should switch on more of the muscles. It's not as easy, but it will build more strength for your postures. Good. One more long breath in. Feel your lungs. And as you exhale, come into Warrior Two. So rotate your left heel into the floor. Try not to come up in the pose. A lot of tendency to come up in the pose. Try and stay nice and low and draw the legs towards the midline. Switch on those power muscles. Good. The next three poses will come through Reverse Warrior and come into extended side angle, modified, not modified, and then come into Trikonasana as well. So flow with me on this one. Flip your right hand over and inhale to reverse your warrior. Come through the frontal plane. I'm going to go sideways so you can see me in the frontal plane. So coming through the frontal plane. So this is a side bend. It's not a back bend, it's a side bend. Press your right knee forward. Good. Then as you exhale, come into extended side angle to float your right elbow onto your right knee and bring your left elbow up high. So you're still in the frontal plane. So if you look at me, you should see me side on. I'm not bending forwards. Good. Inhale back through the frontal plane into your reverse warrior. This time, come on back to extended side angle, but maybe don't modify. Raise your right elbow off the knee, but stay in that frontal plane between two bits of glass. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. This time, we're going to come through the frontal plane into triangle pose. So you're going to straighten your leg and come through the frontal plane. If you need to watch me, you can. Hopefully, I can demonstrate that my left shoulder isn't coming forward. I'm diving forwards into triangle pose. Now, you guys know that triangle pose is two legs that are straight. Knees are off lock. Your left shoulder is high. Good. So you came through the frontal plane to do that, and you're still in the frontal plane now. Good. So you're stretching through the side of your body. In a minute, we're going to inhale back to reverse warrior and exhale into Skandasana, so side lunge. So inhale, reverse warrior, all the way, reverse warrior. Exhale, Skandasana, bends the left knee, straightens through the right leg, come on down to the ground. You can place your hands on the floor to support if you wish to. Good one, Kirsty. Always modify where you need to. So that left leg is bent. Your bum is close to the ground. You're in Skandasana. Good. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, straighten through both legs and come into a wide-legged forward fold. Open up through your inner thighs. Take your hands past your ankles if you wish. Good. We're going to come into goddess pose. So inhale to come on up and step your heels in once. Reach your hands up. And exhale, bend your knees out over your toes to keep the knees healthy. And cactus out your arms. So see if you can weave your shoulder blades together and open up through your heart space. Yogi hands are still strong. Bend your knees a little and engage through goddess pose. Beautiful leg building, leg strengthener, this one. Good. As you inhale, straighten through the legs, reach the hands towards the star pose, and walk the toes in once, the heels in once. Exhale, come down into Malasana squatting pose. Any version that's comfortable for you, modify where you need to. Maybe you rest your elbows on your knees. But see if you can lift your chest above your hands and reach through the crown of your head and soften through your hips. Good. You're still pushing through all four corners of the feet. If you need to come onto your tiptoes, that's fine. Don't worry too much. Just energetically be aware of where the soles of your feet are. We're going to step through into crescent lunge. Right foot forward. So take a breath in and stay for this exhale. And then when you're ready, step your right foot out to the right and rotate all the way into crescent lunge to the front of the mat, right? Crescent lunge. Good. From here, we're going to come into some balancing poses. Try and keep your body parallel to the ground if you can. Take a breath in and exhale to arrowhead. So come all the way to arrowhead. This is just like Tadasana. Has all the same alignment. The only thing is that the right leg is out in front and you're leaning onto it like a little support. So still pushing out through the four corners of the left foot, lifting the left kneecap, drawing the belly in, broaden through the shoulders. But because we're acting against gravity, we've got to stay strong in mountain pose. Now we're going to go even stronger. So take a breath in and come into aeroplane pose. So take flight, bring your body parallel to the ground, and remember to press through the four corners of your supporting leg and your lifted leg. Broaden through your palms, broaden through your heart space, and draw your belly in and up. Good. Find your inner left thigh energetically and lift that to the sky. This will switch on the muscles that will make your leg lighter. Exhale your hands into your heart center. And then inhale your hands forward, warrior three. Warrior charges the enemy. Good. Body's parallel to the ground. Not here for too long. We're going to pivot without touching the left foot to the floor. We're going to pivot to stork pose. So breathe out. And then inhale to rotate. Maybe your left foot touches the floor. Maybe it doesn't. Try not to let it. And lift your left knee up towards the sky. Lift your hands towards the sky. Push down through the supporting leg. We're going to rotate into standing splits. So exhale to float your hands down to the ground and lift your left foot, towards the sky. And we'll take 3 little squats on the right leg. So exhale, your left knee, bend your left knee in towards your right shin. Good. Straight back up again, standing split. Second time, all the way. Left knee, right shin. Good. Straight back up, strong. Last time, left knee to right shin, and then travel the left knee onto the floor. Step the right knee back, come up into a standing pose on your knees, and we'll set up for camel pose, Ustrasana. It's a back bend. Very, very intense, very energizing. I'd like you to engage Uddiyana Bandha to protect your lumbar spine. Otherwise, you can crunch into the spinal joints. So draw your belly in and up. Place your hands on your hips. Draw your elbows together as you broaden out through your heart space. Then inhale to gently push your hips forward and lift your heart up. Push the hips forward, lift the heart up. Finding that stretch all the way through the front line of your body. Maybe you can lift your heart a little higher. Maybe you can lift one hand down to a heel if that's accessible to you. It doesn't matter if it's not. Maybe the other hand too. Good. Lift your heart. Push your hips forward. Send your gaze backwards along the ceiling. Nice. For one more long breath in. And stay for a whole exhale. Breathe in to come on up. And place your elbows on the floor. Breathe out to lift your hips, dolphin pose. When you're in dolphin pose, please stay strong through your shoulders. A tendency to dump into the shoulders, you'll stress the ligaments out. This isn't good. Then draw your belly in and lift your sit bones. We're going to rest in a second. So give this a little bit of pranic boost. Yeah, push the ground away like you're trying to leave it. Then exhale, bring your knees to the ground. Come into child's pose. Take a little rest. Allow your big toes to touch and soften your hips down towards your heels. Melt through your knees. And do what you like with your arms. So maybe your hands reach towards the top of the mat. Maybe you float your arms around to rest your wrists on the back of your ankles. You take that variation, it can be really nice for the shoulders as gravity sort of loosens the shoulders. If you keep your hands towards the top of the mat, you'll open up through your triceps, latissimus dorsi. Whichever variation your body is calling for, please just enjoy. Allow your breath to soften and stabilize. Remembering the value of breathing through the nose. The nose presents lots of physical barriers to dust, pollen, pathogens, temperature, air dryness. It does so much to condition the air before it arrives at our lungs. Just need to remember to breathe through the nose, wherever possible. Good, and we'll gently get ready to do the other side. I may step in and have a look at how you guys are doing with your alignment as we come through the other side. I'd like you to gently press your hands into the ground. Take a long breath in as you exhale. Tuck your toes and come into downward facing dog. Open up through your body. Open up through your heart space. Soften through your neck. Take a long breath in. Push your palms deeper into the ground. Then exhale, bend your knees, look to your hands, and lightly step to the top of the mat. Draw your hips a little closer to the ground as you keep your fingertips on the floor. Yeah, notice how low your hips can go, a little lower than that, Caroline. Yeah. And with low hips, let the breath leave. Wyndham's already there. We can see it. Fingertips still touch the ground. Then inhale, fingertips towards the sky. Utkatasana. So keep the hips low. That's why we started low, so we can fire up through those big, strong glute muscles and thigh muscles. Good, beautiful, Wyndham. Those palms broad. Heart energy lifts. Nice. Breath is stable. Awesome, beautiful work, Sarah. You've got this, Katie. Maybe hips a little lower, maybe heart reaches a little higher. Take a big breath in now and exhale. Draw your hands into your heart center. Nice, and this time we're gonna go the other way. So rotate your right elbow to your left knee, your right elbow to your left knee, and draw your left elbow right up into the sky. Beautiful, Caroline. Now I can see that Caroline's hands are right in her heart center. She's drawing her left shoulder tall, and she's taking a moment, just like Adela, to realign her knees so the hips are neutral. Take one big breath in as you push through your foot and then step your foot to the back, revolving crescent lunge. So yes, the right foot steps towards the back of the mat. The right elbow stays pressed into the left knee. And you can take any variation you like. If you want to open up through your arms, yes, Wyndham, you can do this. Right arm stays in front of the left knee, so to the side of the left knee. If your hands are in prayer, please bring them towards the center of your chest. Moving a little bit faster, Caroline. It's two Carolines, so you won't know which one is faster. We're still in revolving crescent lunge. We're coming into crescent lunge, so inhale both hands up towards the sky, crescent lunge, and exhale to your warrior two. Exhale to your warrior two, left hand in front, right hand out behind. Good. Sit a little lower in your pose if you can and draw your feet towards the midline. Send your gaze straight through that front middle finger. Breath as long and strong as we get ready to reverse our warrior. So flip the left hand over and inhale. Yes, Wyndham, reverse your warrior. You're in a frontal plane. Remember, we're going to come through 3 postures now. So exhale to come into extended side angle. So you'll keep that left knee bent and reach the right arm up and over and rest your left elbow on your front knee. Rest your left elbow on your front knee, but don't dump. So you're drawing your right shoulder a little higher and lengthening through your right arm. Good work, Kirsty. Strong through your hips. So Caroline Foster, we're in extended side angle. So your left elbow is on your right knee and your right arm is reaching forward. There's a long, crisp line through the right side of your body. Inhale, reverse through the frontal plane. So like it between 2 bits of glass to your reverse warrior. Yes, Kirsty, you've got this. Nice. Breathe on back to your extended side angle. This time option to keep both arms off the front knee. Keep that left knee nice and bent, strong through the right side of the body to draw your left shoulder forward and draw your right shoulder back. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. From there, nice. From here, we're going to come all the way to triangle pose. So remember to stay in the frontal plane as you inhale to straighten both legs, Adela, both legs straighten, Adela. Then rotate your left hand down to the inside of your left shin, right hand, your left shin, right hand floats towards the sky. As you float your right shoulder high, beautiful work. So your gaze can float, maybe to your right thumb. 2 strong, powerful, straight legs. Long through the torso. It's a frontal plane stretch. We're about to come all the way through the frontal plane into a reverse warrior. Good. So as you inhale, bend your left knee, drop your hips, rotate your left hand up and over like painting, straight through the sky, rainbow. Awesome. Left knee is stacked on top of the left ankle. Big stretch through the left rib cage. You can feel the intercostal muscles getting a stretch as maybe your right hand wanders down your right thigh. Good work, Adela. Sarah, maybe draw your left knee out a little. It's collapsing in slightly. Keep the alignment strong. Good. From here, we're coming to Skandasana. So take a breath in as you exhale. Straighten your left leg, bend your right knee. Come towards the ground. Skandasana, come towards the ground. So right knee bends, left leg is straight, and you're facing outwards. Sarah, you may need to look at my demonstration. We're in Skandasana. Left leg towards the front of the mat, right knee is bent. You can bring your arms to the floor. Good. You're getting a stretch for your left hamstring. Take a breath in here and straighten through both legs. So you're coming into a wide-legged forward fold, just like before. This time we'll interlace our fingers behind our back, just like the warm-up, and float the hands up and over. Maybe we go a little deeper, maybe we don't go as deep this time. Stretching through the back of the legs, the inner thighs. Nice. Remember, we're going to sweep from wide-legged forward fold all the way into goddess pose. So take a nice full breath in. And as you exhale, release your fingers, sweep your hands around as you draw your heels in one step and reach your hands all the way up. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And then exhale, come down into your goddess pose. You can see why I'm watching on this side, not demonstrating, because I'd have my back to you. Coming into goddess pose. Weave your shoulder blades together. Yes. You've got it, Sarah. Press your knees over your toes, Miss Kells. Nice. From here, inhale to star pose. So straighten both legs and reach both hands up. Press palms together. Step your toes in once, step your heels in once, and exhale, squatting pose. Yes, Adela, you've got this. Bend your knees. Taking whatever beautiful modification, Paul. Really, really good. Nice to see you've got some yoga kit at home. See if you can lift your chest a little higher than your palms. Crown of the head can lift. Base of the spine can soften towards the floor. You've got this, Wyndham. Nice work, Miss Foster. Awesome. Maybe lifting your heart a little higher, getting ready to step to the left, the front of the mat, and coming into a crescent lunge. Good. So take a breath, step your left foot out, come to the front of the mat, and inhale, crescent lunge. Yes, inhale, crescent lunge. Good. You know where we're going with this. Big breath in. As you exhale, sweep the arms back into arrowhead. So your arms should be in line with your right leg. Your left knee is bent, and you're in Tadasana at 45 degrees to the earth. Your arms are broad. You can feel your palms stretch. You've got this, Caroline. Yeah, I like the way you've got two mats there. Very well organized. Lifting the crown of the head forward, getting ready to take flight into Dekasana. Take a breath and exhale. Step onto that left leg to support your right leg off the floor. Bring your body parallel to the ground. Beautiful work, Kirsty. Broaden through the shoulders and the palms. Reach through the crown of the head as you lift your heart energy forward. And remember, the inner right thigh lifts towards the sky. As you push your right heel back. Good. One more breath in. We're not here for long. Nice work, Adela. Exhale, draw it, hold on to the wall. Yes. Draw your hands into your heart space. Then inhale forward. Warrior 3. The whole of the body parallel to the ground. Press that right heel a little bit further back, Miss Kells. Reach both hands forward. You can touch your hands to the floor if you wish to, just for support. Yes, Paul. Beautiful. One more breath in here in Warrior 3. Nice. And get ready. We're going to sweep all the way up to stork pose. So keep the right foot off the floor. As you inhale, both hands up towards the sky and draw your right knee into your chest and reach your hands straight up towards the sky. You've got this, Miss Kells. Flex through your foot. Nice work, Zoe. Good. Take a breath in. We're going to sweep all the way around into standing split. So keep the right foot off the floor and sweep the hands both to the ground and press your right foot up into the sky. Lift your right heel a little higher, Kirsty, if you can. Draw your forehead a little closer to your shin, Miss Foster. I know you can. That foot can float a little higher. Good. One more breath in. As you exhale, draw your right knee to your left shin. Draw it in, draw it in, draw it in. Good. Breathe in. Press that right foot straight up towards the sky, Adela. Straight up, straight up, straight up. Exhale, right knee, left shin. Second time. Good. Inhale, power that right foot straight back up towards the sky, just like the energy you use in three-legged dog. Then exhale, draw your right knee down to the inner left shin and slide your right knee onto the floor and come to stand on your knees. Come to stand on your knees, getting ready for your camel pose, Ustrasana. Press up through the crown of your head. Please draw your belly in towards your spine first, Adela. Draw your belly in, protect the low back. Hands are on the hips, fingers can face down. Good. Take a breath in. Push your hips forward and lift your heart high. Arch through the front of your body. The gaze can go towards the ceiling and start walking backwards. Awesome. Nice work, Adela. Maybe one hand, maybe the second hand reaches down to one heel, maybe the second heel. Well done, Miss Kells. As you inhale to lift your heart, beautiful expansion through the front of your chest, Katie. Awesome work, Sarah. Lifting, be careful with your neck. The head is a heavy tool. One more full breath all the way in as you lift and expand. Stay for the whole of this exhale. Then use the next inhale to come all the way up and melt slowly into your child's pose. But before you arrive in child's pose, press your elbows into the ground, straighten through your legs and come into dolphin pose. Stay strong through your shoulders, just like before. You've got this, Adela. Lift your hips a little higher and lift your heels away from the ground. Step your toes a little closer to the front of the mat if you can. Remember, dolphin pose presses the elbows onto the ground. One more long breath in as you soften through your neck. Nice work, Miss Foster. Exhale your knees to the ground. Gently coming into your child's pose. Press the tops of your feet. Allow the big toes to touch. And melt your hips towards your heels. Good work, everybody. Allow your breath to soften through the whole of your body in whatever variation you choose right now. Noticing where you are in your practice. Used all the pranic sessions of the sequence and we're about to relax. About to let go and absorb the benefits. I'd like you to keep your awareness on your breath as much as possible. Allow the breath to fill your lungs naturally and then exhale back out through your nose. Take a really full conscious breath all the way in. And as you exhale, release to lie onto the mat on your belly. Lay down onto your belly and allow the ground to hold you. Place your palms by your hips. Press the ground so your thumbs face out. Thumbs face out, pull. Palms press the ground. Pull your palms, press the ground. Then inhale your chest away from the ground and reach through the crown of your head as you contract all the way through the posterior chain, your fingertips reaching back towards your feet, your toes pushing out, front of the feet pressed down into the ground, Miss Kells. Inhale your chest a little higher, recruiting through the whole of the posterior chain for one more full breath in. Cockapoos aloud, Zoe. And exhale, soften your chest back onto the ground. Yes, Sarah, relax into the earth. Bend both your knees so your heels float and swish your feet to the left just once. Bend both your knees, swish your feet to the left just once and swish your feet to the right just once. You're washing off your low back. Straighten out through your legs and rotate onto your back. Just rotate onto your back. Allow the ground to hold your shoulder blades. Straighten up through your spine and exhale your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. A little admiration for the physical body that you have that has done such a magical job for your practice this morning. Gently lower your right leg onto the ground and place your right hand on your left knee. Send your left arm nice and wide. Soften your shoulders onto the ground. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, draw your left leg across your body. Get a really nice stretch through the outer left side of your body. You're stretching, opening through the left torso. Breathe through your nostrils and try to fill the air into your left lung to press out through the inside of the left rib cage. Melting the left shoulder a little deeper into the ground and using your exhale to bring both your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. Setting up for the other side, rest your left leg on the ground and place your left hand on your right knee. Send your right arm wide. Press your palm onto the ground. Take a breath in and exhale. Draw your right knee across your body. Stretch out through the right side of your torso. Maybe you can soften your right shoulder a little deeper into the ground. Maybe you can draw your right knee a little further across towards the radiating scale. As you open up through the right side of your body, breathe into your right lung, exhaling to let go of whatever it is that used to amuse your worried mind. When you're ready, use your exhale to draw your knees back into your chest. And give yourself a little squeeze. Nice. Maybe a rock left and right. If happy baby is calling to you, please be my guest to reach between your knees and grab the outer blades of your feet. And draw your knees down towards your shoulders. And if you're feeling like coming to an early Shavasana, relax onto the ground. If you're in happy baby, maybe you take a little rock left and right and feel the ground, massage the back of your hips. Acknowledging your breath. And if you're in happy baby now, smiling like a baby, so happy to see its feet. Gently release towards the earth, setting up for your final resting pose. Softly allow your feet to roll outwards. If you've got any props that you like to use, like a bolster, how wonderful. Readjust your hips. And perhaps walk your shoulder blades together just a little bit. Tuck your chin in a little so you can lengthen through the back of your neck. We're going to take 2 rounds of 4-6 breaths together to let go and glide into our Shavasana. So take a normal breath all the way in and gently let it leave. Seal your lips and we'll inhale together for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale a little longer. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale all the way. 6, 5, 4. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe normally to relax. Release. Shavasana. As you notice yourself drifting just a little deeper into your own Shavasana. The time is now tiptoeing over the 10:30 mark, and I invite you to stay in your Shavasana, allowing your body to absorb all the benefits of your practice and stillness before your mind takes over for the rest of the day. It's only a couple of minutes. Beauty of the home practice is you have all the space and all the time you need. I'll be shutting down the technology now, and I'd like you to feel your own practice deep inside of you. I'll be back same time tomorrow. Until then, namaste.